Mark from Death Angel. I'm answering this week's fan Q&A. This question comes from Vincenzo Caraccio from Germany. Mark, your singing's awesome. Sorry. Your singing's awesome, but I bet it has I bet it has consequences. How fucked up does your voice go at the end of a long tour, and how do you cope with it? Alternatively, doesn't your neck ache after headbanging so much? Well, Vincenzo, funny you should ask that. You know, right now we're hitting the end of a pretty long tour, and I think just because of just years of doing what I do and some training and whatnot, by the end of the tour, you know, there's definitely times when my voice is very fatigued and my speaking voice gets a little scratchier and lower than it is at the beginning of the tour. So, gosh, I think the only thing that pulls me through some of these shows at the very end is proper training and the adrenaline from the crowds. I cope with it by being lucky enough to get to do this. What was the second part of the question? I'm going to get back to that. Back to you on that. Sorry. My mind also goes by the end of these tours. Oh, doesn't my neck hurt from headbanging so much? At the very beginning of a tour. The very beginning of a tour for the first maybe 3 shows, by the end those shows, the next day my neck feels like there's just a steel rod through it and I can barely move. But once we get about a week deep, I'm fine. And we've been touring so much lately with so few gaps in between these tours that my neck has been holding out pretty well. So there you have it, from a much scratchier voiced Mark than he was at the beginning of the tour. Alright, thanks for the question and all the best.
Hey, what's up? This is Will answering fans Q&A. The hell was that? And this is from Celine in Norway. The question is, they say you played many bands with Ted since you were kids. What is it you like about jamming with Ted? From day one when we started jamming together, just super tight. And that's pretty much the be-all, end-all of it. We're just super tight. Lock in. He writes good riffs. I write good riffs, and we put them together and make good songs. We've been in lots of bands. Armament, our first band, totally shitty band. And from that, we salvaged whatever we could and formed Warfare DC, and that was a better band. And then we did a death metal band called Brood. And Ted came in as Scarecrow many years later, and now we're in Death Angel together. But it's straight up this tightness of it all. Ted's a really tight, great guitar player, rhythm guitar player, and he's got good tone. We both like the same type of riffs, same style of music pretty much, so it just works out great. When he starts playing a riff, I know exactly what beats to do, and I know what beats he likes, and I know the style that he's into. So I like jamming with Ted. That's that. And I do want to like renege a comment I made on the last Q&A about Judas Priest Iron Maiden when I said that Judas Priest has better album covers than Iron Maiden. I was getting a little excited there. As a whole, Iron Maiden have better album covers, but Judas Priest Sin After Sin is better than any Iron Maiden album cover. That's what I meant. Alright, thank you.
This is Damian from Death Angel, answering a fan Q&A from Lucho from Argentina. It says, I have a question about your bass. Do you think that a Rickenbacker can give you different tones? What distortion pedal do you have? Thank you, Lucho from Argentina. Actually, the Rickenbacker does do a good job giving different tones, like a Gibson Les Paul. It's got a toggle switch that goes from a bridge pickup to a neck pickup to a blend of the 2 pickups. So actually, without having to deal with the knobs, I could just flick it, you know, on a different tone instantly. Obviously, the bridge pickup giving you more trebly, neck pickup giving you more of a bassy tone. As far as the distortion pedal I got, it's a MXR La Grande fuzz pedal, or maybe it's just a distortion pedal. But it's in the MXL Dunlop catalog, you can find it. And I just got it so that the fuzz is dialed all the way out. The volume is set just a little bit, just the teeniest amount of boost. And I've got the tone set at about 1 o'clock, so once again, it's not too bassy, not too trebly in the middle. So there you have it.
Hey, this is Ted from DA, and I'm answering a fan Q&A. This one came from Celine from Norway. Ted, they say you played in many bands with Will. Since you were kids, what is it like jamming with Will?
Well, I think, did you send the same question to Will about me?
Anyways, what's it like jamming with Will? It's phenomenal. I mean, Ever since I met Will when I was 15, we shared the same interests in music, bands, even, you know, stuff outside of music, movies, TV shows, cartoons, comic books, whatnot, the whole thing. And when we first started jamming, it was just amazing. I mean, I like the beats Will writes. He likes the riffs I write. Vice versa. I mean, Will's also a great songwriter, and when he comes up with riffs, it's exactly what I like. So, and not only that, he's a funny guy. He's a great guy to be with. He's an amazing drummer. He's just a musical jukebox. I mean, anybody who jams with him or who have jammed with him will tell you he's just, you know, an awesome musician, an awesome person, and, you know, couldn't say anything bad about the guy. He's just great. So jamming with Will is like primo. He's probably my favorite drummer I've jammed with so far. And I've jammed with quite a lot of drummers and great drummers, but Will's my number one. So thanks, Celine.
Hey, what's going on? Rob from Death Angel here. Answer a little Q&A. Today's question comes from Rick, aka Mad at Sam. What's up, Rick? And today it's a beautiful day here in Graz, Austria. And we're on a bridge, you know. Nice view and all. Figured I'd get to your question there, bro. You want to know? Volcanic. What inspired Volcanic? And so, such a beautiful day. I can't believe you want to take me there on a day like this. But let's do it. Volcanic, bro. I mean, pretty much written about my own volcanic nature. And, you know, I don't know. I tend to keep things inside in a dormant way and erupt suddenly, and that's just kind of the way I am. I'm cold or I'm hot, and so it's kind of that way. And hello, sir. Walk right in front of the camera. That's all good. But you know, it's basically about the nature of myself and also a few other people I know. And it's that kind of thing, and it was also inspired because at the time that we were writing and recording our album, it was one of the last songs I actually wrote. I actually had the music written, but I wrote the words while we were in Florida doing the album. And when we were out there, that volcano erupted in Iceland, and it was all that ash going crazy everywhere, and people were stuck. You know, friends we knew couldn't fly back from Europe, and all this was going down, and so it really kind of fueled my fire to write a song entitled Volcanic, and that's what it was all about. And there you have it. And thanks for the question, Rick. See you on tour.